Causes of brake noise after new pads and rotors. Before we dive in, quickly click on the subscribe button, like and share. We'll be back after the break. Sometimes, your car becomes very noisy whenever you brake, which may be an indication or a warning sign informing you that there's something wrong either with the brakes or the rotors. One of the major causes of brake noise after new pads and rotors is the excess brake dust that is trapped between the caliper and the rotor. Basically, whenever a brake pad is changed, an expert mechanic is supposed to spray brake cleaner on the calipers and rotor to ensure that the brake dust that is entered between the two components is totally removed. Causes of brake noise after new pads and rotors. You might have some stone between rotor and caliper. Sometimes your brake system might have debris from outside that stays in it, and this debris could be little pieces of rock or gravel that get stuck in the caliper. And sometimes the debris will rest between the rotor and caliper, which will cause scraping or grinding noises that will occur and possibly vibrate. Stopping your car while panicking can leave a glossy finish on the brake pad. Anytime you have a panic stop or a hard stopping, it will heat up the brakes, leading to a glossy finish or glaze on your pad, and this will cause a squeaking sound. Buying cheap brake pads. If your brake's still squeaking after replacing pads and rotors, then it could be that you got fake cheap brake pads. This can also make the experience your new brakes squeaking at low speed. Lack of car usage. One other reason why people complain that their brakes still squeak after replacing pads and rotor is that they don't have the idea that brake pads have an average lifespan of 20,000 miles. And sometimes, they may not last that much longer for some reason. Leaving the brake on the on position. You should know that there are caliper pins in your brake system, which apply and release the brake pads. A worn-out shims. Whenever there is a brake job done on your car or replace a brake pad, you must replace the shims. Some unprofessional mechanics may avoid this if they want to do their job fast, so ensure they do replace them. Having bad wheel bearing. Another cause of brake noise after new pads and rotors is a faulty wheel bearing. So if you hear the grinding noises from your wheels, brakes still squeaking after replacing pads and rotors, or observe vibrations that alternate from quiet to loud, then it means you may have a worn out or damaged wheel bearing. Lack of lubricant on brake parts. Anytime you want to install brake pads, you should try to lubricate the backside of the brake pad backside with a brake caliper lube. Once you ignore this simple step, then the metal of the pads and metal of the caliper piston will come against each other when you apply the brake, which will cause your brakes still squeak after replacing pads and rotors. So these are the common causes of brake noise after new pads and rotors are replaced. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share for more videos. Bye.